Could you tell me a better way that I could make, let's say, $6,000 a month and only work a couple hours a week because I have to full-time take care of 3 kids?
What I would do instead,
what should I do?
Well, of course, there's tons of other better ways that you could have spent your time to make $6,000.
I'm curious.
Hang on, stop, Desiree. Let me answer your question. So the first supposition here is that you must make $6,000 a week. Why must you?
Because that's how much my cost of living is.
Oh, okay, so you can't downgrade?
There's no way. I live in Southern California. I live in Southern California. My rent alone is $2,700.
Wait, I just want to make sure I got this right. Southern California costs $24,000 a month to live in, huh?
No, $24,000. I said $6,000.
You said $6,000 a week.
No, $6,000 a month. A month, honey,
a month. Make $6,000 a month in Southern California working an entry-level job, Desiree.
But then who's going to watch the kids? Who's going to homeschool my kids?
Yeah, you're in that case, because you're a single mom, you're going to have to outsource that. There's no choice there.
But why? But I don't want to. I would rather have a bad reputation with guys like you and raise my own kids. I don't give a shit what you think.
Yeah,
and many men have grace and understanding for my choices because they understand.
This is my point. You're making my point for me, right? Which is, okay, so what you say is, look, I'm actually just prostituting myself for the kids, right? Because I want to be able to stay at home with the kids. Yet I would counter and say, okay, but the integrity is absolutely compromised. Your children are never going to thank you later. They're never going to be like, Mom.
My kids are not raised in a puritanical,
it's not
sex negative type of culture.
They're going to get to the age of reason.
This is a totally different generation, Andrew. They're not sexually repressed like your generation is. They're cool.
Oh, yeah, like the women in the 70s were so sexually repressed. Tell me another fucking bullshit lie. They weren't sexually repressed at all. Boomers weren't sexually repressed. That's all nonsense. Overly sexualized generation, in fact. The thing is that this is the first generation, the Zoomers, where we see pushback towards this type of sexualization for once, finally. And if you think that your kids won't hit the age of reason and go, Mom, I think that there might have been
They're going through, the two older ones are going through puberty, so they're kind of at that questioning everything. And this,
no, they're not at it yet. But when they're in their 20s, you're going to have some splaining to do.
I believe that my relationship with my children is strong enough such that even if they had looked back and had an issue with what I was doing, I don't think it would be any bigger of an issue than any person who comes of age and starts judging what their parent did. I don't think it will be. In fact, I can say for sure, it's not going to be worse than my evaluation of my parents. I'll tell you that. So at least I'm doing a little bit better.
Not all choices when you fuck something up are optimal choices. So for instance, if you are in a marriage and you choose to end the marriage because, like you said in your book, you're not feeling like you're an amazing queen or whatever.
Because I was under CPS order basically to leave my marriage, or I would get my kids taken away as an accomplice to my ex.
So whatever the circumstances are, you end up with a divorce. Okay, so when you end up with a divorce, now you're in an immediate unoptimal situation, which is, okay, now we either have to split custody or one of us has full custody. You have a whole battle that you have to do around that. So now you don't have optimal choices at this point, okay? But there's still better choices to be had, I think, than posting up pictures of you with jizz on your face. I think that there's better decisions which could be made than that, honestly, Desiree. And the thing is like, fine, you can say, no, Andrew, but what this has done is it's allowed me to have enough money to do A, B, C, and D. But that's all shit for you. You just love the fucking attention. You're not doing this shit because of your kids. You do it because you love the fucking attention. You just love it. It's your favorite. And I think that you should just stop coping and be honest about it.
May I add?